Suggestions to handle the limitations of mental health teletherapy. Due to the lockdowns brought on by the pandemic, psychotherapy sessions are now conducted live online. This is a more impersonal process in psychotherapy compared to office face-to-face sessions. This kind of process comes easier to clients and therapists whose dominant personality is naturally impersonal, and for those who are used to and like technology. It is more challenging for those whose dominant personality tends to be more personal, meaning there's a strong need for a personal connection, and they are not particularly fond or familiar with technology. This format of live online sessions carries both gifts and limitations for clients and therapists. Let's explore first the gifts teletherapy carries for clients. It is more convenient. It saves travel time. It's the comfort of home. Some of them might not even want to come back to our offices. Due to the luxury of technology, the support and connection with their therapists remains available and continues. The therapy is a familiar and predictable process compared to all the unpredictability and unfamiliarity of the current times. There's a schedule, time, and place for them to express themselves, especially around the current events. Because it's a more impersonal process, this might encourage clients to be more open to self-expression and exploration. They have a choice, if given by the therapist and they both agree, to videotape the session so they can watch it later. Gifts for therapists. Therapists get an opportunity to have a virtual home visit with the clients. We meet them at their home base. The other family members are available if they need to participate, if we need to meet them. Their pets are around, we can meet them. They give us a virtual tour of their home. So that is a gift in therapy, actually, getting to know our clients in their personal environment. It's a chance for us, as therapists, to expand our technology skills. And like the clients, if we choose to videotape the session, with client's permission, of course, it can be used of expanding our own skills. Because the pandemic is a common enemy, affecting both clients and therapists on the human level at the same time, therapists can empathize even more with the anxiety and fear which comes with the uncertainty and unpredictability that the crisis carries. Teletherapy carries significant limitations. Limitations for clients and therapists tend to be quite similar. Both clients and therapists report feeling more tired with this ongoing online therapy. To begin with, because due to the crisis, all our vulnerability is much more open. In order to protect this open vulnerability, we become more of who we are. And this can be very tiring. What does that mean? So let's say the main part of my personality is a doer. Now I am doing even more. So I become more of who I am. And this can become very exhausting. Conducting ongoing sessions through a screen demands that both therapists and clients begin to exercise a different muscle, so to speak, in an effort to connect. It is much more straining because the human contact is absent, and that is one of the most significant aspects of therapy. There's no eye contact. Often there's lack of privacy or very limited privacy to have the session. For therapists that don't also for therapists that don't have already a home office. There are issues of confidentiality. I mean, all the platforms, different platforms are being used: Doxy, Zoom, Skype, Google Meet, FaceTime, phone, and there are issues of confidentiality being raised with that. Another limitation is that sometimes either a client or a therapist, they don't like seeing their own face or hearing their own voice on video. And some clients with social anxiety don't even want to have any teletherapy. Some less motivated clients will take a break from therapy altogether. There are several methods that are greatly compromised if the session is not face-to-face. Personally, I do energy work and I conduct voice dialogue facilitations, and that I find much more challenging with clients I never had done facilitations before to start now on online therapy. Starting therapy online with new clients is more challenging because necessary initial energetic nuances are lost. I will offer 6 suggestions to handle these limitations on teletherapy. First, for clients, it's important to find a private spot in their homes for their sessions. Second, for therapists who are not working from home office, also there is a need to designate a space at home just for sessions. This enables both clients and therapists. So for example, for the therapist, that in that spot, the part of us that the therapist part is present to do therapy. If we don't have a designated spot and we do therapy in different rooms at different times, in the living room, in the bedroom, a different energy, a different part of us comes out. So it's much more easier to have a designated space. Another suggestion is that it needs to be great respect for time limits. We begin on time and we end on time. Another suggestion is to allow a few minutes between sessions, especially if utilizing various platforms. A 5th suggestion is to group sessions together. So instead of having a client at 9 o'clock and then the next one's at 11 and then 2 and then 4, it's much easier and more restful, more relaxing to have, let's say, morning sessions grouped together, to have a long break, 1 or 2 hours break, and then maybe have an afternoon or evening sessions grouped together. And the last suggestion I have is that as therapists, we have to lower our expectations regarding results, goals, and progress during this time. Remember that in addition to the usual worries and anxieties and concerns that clients bring, now there is this new horrific layer, intensifying layer of the virus and everything that goes with that, intensifying whatever existing problems and concerns clients were wrestling with before. And remember, everything human has a beginning, a middle, and an end. And here in New York, we are in the very beginning of the middle phase, I think. As therapists, it's imperative that we practice what we preach. We need to take better care of our spirit and conserve our energy and allow time for our mind and body to rest. Thank you.